Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
I've talked a bit about artificial intelligence on this channel, artificial intelligence. Now, I like the natural intelligence better, but you know something, artificial intelligence is making great strides. However, occasionally there's a misstep, and so a lot of people sent me the story from the BBC. Taco Bell rethinks AI drive-thru after a man orders 18,000 waters. Shiona McCallum wrote this, and by the way, there's actually a little bit more to the story. It's not just somebody making a wacky order. It's how the AI interacts with customers at the Taco Bell drive-thru. Taco Bell rethinking its use of artificial intelligence to power drive-thru restaurants in the U.S. after comical videos of the tech making mistakes were viewed millions of times. In one clip, a customer appears to have crashed the system by ordering 18,000 water cups, while in another, a person got increasingly angry as the AI repeatedly asked him to add more drinks to his order. Would you like to add a drink? Okay. Would you like to add a drink? Since 2023, the fast food chain has introduced the technology at over 500 locations with the aim of reducing mistakes and speeding up orders. But the AI seems to have served up the complete opposite. Now, the chief digital and technology officer at Taco Bell, and yes, that's a real job, told the Wall Street Journal that deploying the voice AI has had its challenges. Business speak for problems. Challenges. We're facing challenges. Sometimes it lets me down, but sometimes it really impresses me, he said. He said they're learning a lot, but he would now think carefully about where to use AI going forward, including not using it at the drive-thru. So what are they going to do, have it make your food for you? Like what? In particular, he said, there are times where humans are better placed to take orders, especially when the restaurants get busy. We'll help coach teams on when to use voice AI and when it's better to monitor or to step in. The issues have been building online as disgruntled customers take to social media to complain about the service, with many pointing out glitches and issues. And the last thing you want is disgruntled Taco Bell customers. One clip on Instagram, which has been viewed over 20 million times, shows a man ordering a large Mountain Dew, and the AI voice continually replying, "And what will you drink with that?" A large Mountain Dew, okay, and what will you drink with that? A large Mountain Dew? Now, this isn't the first time there have been issues with AI not getting it right when it comes to processing food and drink orders, because McDonald's had used AI also, but they stopped because the tech continually misrepresented or misinterpreted customer orders, resulting in one person getting bacon added to their ice cream. Would you like bacon with that? Sure. But hey, I've known people who do that. It's possible that maybe the AI is smarter than all of us. And another having hundreds of dollars worth of chicken nuggets mistakenly added to their order. Oh, you didn't want the metric ton of chicken nuggets? Despite some of the viral glitches facing Taco Bell, it says 2 million orders have been successfully processed using the voice AI since its introduction. But I'm willing to bet you they're simply counting how many people used it and the order went through. But when the guy gets up to the drive-thru window and goes, okay, I don't want the 37 Mountain Dews it kept asking me for, is that considered a successful order? So, here's the thing. I've had people say, Steve, you're always ripping on AI. I'm not ripping on them. I'm simply pointing out a story where there was a situation where AI doesn't appear to quite have all the bugs worked out of it. It's not ready for prime time. And quite frankly, somebody might say, hey, something, if it's done 2 million orders, and all we've heard about is the cups of water and the would you like another Mountain Dew, that's actually a very, very small problem. And I assure you there are other problems. And so I'm being completely open here on this, that this is amazing what it does. It is. It's just that the mistakes it makes are comical. And yes, I've encountered comical mistakes at drive-thrus before, or customer service helplines. You call a phone number to get help, okay? And so I can tell you, just a couple years ago, driving to Chicago and hungry, pulled off at a little spot where a bunch of restaurants were, pulled into a McDonald's. There's one of those things where they've got two drive-thrus, and there's one car in one. I pull into the other, and the other car gets their order taken and leaves. And another car pulls in, gets their order taken and leaves. Another car. And meanwhile, I'm at this drive-thru, and there's a screen there. Nobody's ever said anything to me, but the lane is open. The lights are on. Nobody home. And eventually I'm, hello. Nothing. Now, I could have pulled out, gone around the building and gotten the other line and gotten service. I could have tried backing up, but that seemed dangerous. But there was a restaurant next door that was a non-McDonald's. So I pulled in there and got my food and left. And when I pulled out there, I looked, and there was somebody else in that first lane waiting for service. What was the problem? That probably wasn't artificial intelligence. That was probably just somebody screwed up and turned something off or wasn't paying attention or whatever. I don't know. And the number of times I've called a call center, it just says, here's the number, call this number. You call this number and you get someone who doesn't speak English, but they can read it phonetically. And so they're going down one of those decision trees. Have you done this? Okay, do this. Okay, unplug it and wait a minute and plug it back in. And I'm not going to do a bad accent because that's kind of insulting. But the point is that I've had it before where I said, I've done all these things. Okay, have you unplugged it? Okay, unplug it and plug it back in. No, I've already done that. Unplug it and plug it back in. So I do that, even though I've done it 15 times. Okay, did that fix anything? No, it didn't. Okay, and you can just tell they're just reading down a thing. And I've had it before where I've done the first 29 steps 15 times. And I can actually think of one particular product I bought where I had to call this call center, and I got a different person each time. And I had to go through the exact same process of going down that script. And at one point in time, I had somebody say, oh, there's your problem. You need to buy this other product to make this product work. And that will fix your problem. So I bought the other product, didn't fix it. Call back again, get somebody else who starts at the very, very top. And I kept saying, I've already done all this. I went so far as to buy this other product. Okay, have you done this? Yes. Okay, well, do this. I've already done it. Do it again. So we get to the very, very bottom. The person goes, well, have you bought this other product? Yes. Okay, that'll fix your problem. No, that's why I'm calling you. It didn't fix the problem. And so none of these systems are perfect. And it very well could be that AI is already better than speaking to the person who's just reading down a list of sentences that they don't understand. And I know someone's going to say, Steve, you don't understand. The person's making sure you did these things because some people don't do them right. Okay, but if you have a list of 20 questions to ask somebody, and the answer to question number 20 is tell them to buy this device, and I say, I bought the device, and I don't know the number of the question, but I bought the device at the bottom of your script there. They can't jump ahead and say, okay, have you tried this? Because, and so I would dread making that phone call. I wound up having to make that phone call 6 or 7 times. And by the way, the thing never worked. Never worked. I gave it away. So are any of these systems already perfect? No. But the AI is just funny because it makes such non-human mistakes. No human would ever say, would you like bacon on your ice cream? Now, could somebody say it as a joke? Probably. And has anybody ever put bacon on ice cream? There's probably bacon-flavored ice cream out there. There's probably deep-fried ice cream done in bacon fat. I mean, of course. But the point is that when I pull up to a Taco Bell drive-thru, I only want one drink. Well, what would you like to drink with that? No, it is a drink. You don't drink anything with your drink. You drink your drink. Like Chumbawamba. But this is comical. It is comical. And so Taco Bell has decided they're going to rethink this. They're not sure they're going to get rid of it entirely, but they're going to rethink it. But apparently McDonald's already tried it also and scrapped it. They did. So I'm sure it'll come back after they've worked a few more kinks out of it. But there you go. I'm just surprised that the Taco Bell AI didn't hallucinate something and add things to the order that didn't exist entirely. But that would have been a different story altogether. Shona McCallum wrote that. The BBC published it. Taco Bell rethinks AI drive-thru after a man orders 18,000 waters. Questions or comments, put them below. Let's talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. You don't stop playing because you get old. You get old because you stop playing.